Canada, with an area of nearly 10 million square kilometres, is the second largest country in the world. The capital of Canada is Ottawa, but there are other important cities like Toronto, Montreal and Vancouver. Toronto, Canada's biggest city, has the famous Toronto Film Festival, which attracts film stars and fans from around the world. Montreal is not only the second city of Canada, but also the world's biggest French-speaking city outside of Paris. That's because it's in the province of Quebec, where French is the official language. Canada is a bilingual country, and in Montreal and Quebec City, you can sometimes feel as if you're in France. Vancouver, Canada's third city, held the Winter Olympics in 2010. Canada's population is about 35 million, and as well as people of British, French and other European origins, Canada also has indigenous peoples like the Inuit, who also live in Greenland, and the Iroquois. In fact, the name Canada comes from the Iroquoian word Kanata, meaning village or settlement. Many of these people lived in Canada long before the first Europeans arrived, and they still keep some traditional customs. In fact, one tradition of the Iroquois has become the national summer sport of Canada, lacrosse. Can you name any famous things or people that have come from Canada? Well, how about maple syrup, from the plant with the famous leaf on its flag? Or ice hockey legends, the Montreal Canadiens, one of the most successful teams in the sport. And what about the famous Cirque du Soleil? And did you know that Jim Carrey, Ryan Reynolds, Nelly Furtado and Avril Lavigne are all Canadian? But for most people, what makes Canada special is its wild natural beauty. Canada has some beautiful lakes, mountains and national parks. People come from all around the world to see the scenery and the wildlife, and to enjoy fantastic skiing. One of the most dramatic symbols of this beauty is the spectacular Niagara Falls, a group of waterfalls which has attracted millions of tourists, and even some crazy daredevils for over a century. It's certainly true that a visit to this enormous, beautiful, wild country is an experience you can never forget.